Yes. Today is St. Joseph's Day, I believe, March the 19th, Saturday, 2022. Well, glad to be here, son. I was born in the summer of 1940, June the 14th. Naturally, that is Flag Day. And the attending physician was Dr. Ashman. Yes, and he immigrated to the United States. And he was the gynecologist for my mother. And he delivered all of his brothers,
All at the same hospital?
all at the same hospital, St. Luke's on the Plaza.
During World War II.
Yes, in 1940, that was actually 39. Yes, my uncles were drafted to the Army. Not all of them. Cousin Anthony Gimbroni went to the Army, and Uncle Joe. As we were little kids, plane would go by, and we'd point to the sky and say, "There goes Cousin Anthony. Uh-oh, there goes Uncle Joe." And in them days, I wouldn't say the skies were full of planes, but every once in a while you'd see a military plane of some sort coming over. Three brothers, Rudy, Rudolfo Salvatore, a.k.a. Rudy, was born in 1937, October 15th. And he was the firstborn. And next came my brother Sal. Now, actually, Sal's a cousin, but his mother, which was my mother's sister, her name was Mary Mingroni, who was married to Tony Leone, and she died in childbirth. But she had cancer, and treatment at that time was non-existent. So anyway, into that family there were five girls, I believe, and Sal was the last to be born. So Aunt Geneva Leone, married to Uncle Frank Mingroni, took the girls, and my mother took Sal. So he was in our family as a brother till now. Now, naturally, we didn't know that situation. Things were secretive for some reason in them days. And once you get to be 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, other kids knowed about it because their parents talked about it perhaps around the dinner table. And one day on the playground, boy said, "That's not your brother, that's your cousin. Let's get out of here." Yeah. Anyway, that's that story. Anyhow, uh, so Rudy was the firstborn. Frank Lewis was the third, the last of the three blood brothers. And Frank was born in 43. I can't think of the month, sometime in August, I believe. But I wouldn't bet the ranch on that. I'm not good with dates. If my birthday wasn't on Flag Day, I wouldn't know what it was. I'd call it the summer of 40.
That's another thing we don't know when my birthday is.
Well, we called it the 15th, and I might have just started that. It's either the 14th or the 15th. Let's call it the 15th.
My driver's license says the 14th. So,
What's your birth certificate say?
14th.
Well, the
Everything says the 14th.
14th. Yeah.
There may have been one document that said that? I think it might have been a baptismal record that said the 15th. Some point.
Could be. I might have interjected that. When
that
was he born? And I might have said the 15th just to get.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
And you have the same birthday as Rudy's son.
Absolutely, Stevie. Yes, we were born on the same birthday.
So I have the same birthday as Rudy. Rudy's son has the same birthday as you.
Yes.
That's very strange.
Yes.
1 in 165, 365 chance.
Well, that's an anomaly, and
Well, we called it the
15th, and I might have just started that.
We could call it
It's either the 14th or the 15th. Let's call it the 15th. And when was he born? And I might have said the 15th just to get. Well,
Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
Rudy was born first. Sal came in the family second. I came third. And Frank Lewis, Francesco Luigi, who was named after. So we had two Uncle Franks, Uncle Frank Palmer and Uncle Frank Mangroni. So that killed two birds with one stone. And he took my Uncle Louis' middle name, which is my father's brother. 1004 East Missouri Avenue. It's in the North End, Missouri Avenue in Harrison. Our address actually was 1004 East Missouri, which was just east of Harrison Street by Stone's Throw. The Holy Rosary Church was 1 block west, exactly 1 block west, on the southeast corner of Missouri Avenue and Campbell. And that's where we were all baptized and confirmed. And that's where our life was for 20 years.
Then moved at some point
At some point,
to St. John.
4232 St. John. And that was a big deal at the time.
Was it a moving on up kind of a feel?
Oh, absolutely. It was moving on up. And we had Aunt Carrie lived in. We was concerned about her. I remember Mom was, and she wanted her to come live with us, but she wanted to stay where she was at. And, you know, as a young kid, you think everybody's old. But she had a stroke. She's only 58 years old. And that was my mother's sister, Carrie. Yes, that moving on up, it was quite a deal. Nice big house. We painted and did the walls.
So now what year are we in?
I'm going to say around 1960 when we bought the house. The house was $13,500. Big 2-story house. I was not in high school in 1960. I graduated grade school in 53 at 12 years old, or just turning 13. And looking back, today you'd look back and say you were poor, but we had no concept of being poor. No concept at all. Dad always worked. Mom was a homemaker. Our life consisted of in a community where church, school, community center. It was a Christian Brothers school, and they were a religious organization, Christian Brothers. They weren't priests, but they were religious organizations like monks or whatever. Very strict, very disciplinary, very handsy with disciplinary with hands, rulers and smashing fingernails and paddles.
Corporal punishment type of stuff.
Yes, no, it was corporal punishment.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.